What's up guys, Paramoto here. How are you guys doing today? Today I'm doing fantastic. If you guys have been following the channel, you know that I'm about to take a solo motorcycle trip to the Outer Banks, where I'm going to camp at the Outer Banks on my motorcycle with some friends, and I'm going to show you guys how I pack for a solo motorcycle trip about 400 miles. Step 1, pack a dog. And that's it, we're done. Alright guys, so this is everything that I'm going to bring for my solo motorcycle trip. So I'm going to tell you every little piece and why I bring it, and I'm going to share with you guys some experiences that I've had on the road. By far the easiest way that I've seen to pack for a motorcycle trip is with the Sissy Bar bag and Sissy Bar combo for a Harley Davidson. Some people love the look of the Sissy Bar. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I'm not really against it. But that is a special Ed Ritchie Sissy Bar from Etsy. Really good dude, really quick turnaround, custom, hand welded, super nice. Only like 200 bucks, I think. It wasn't expensive at all. And this is an X-Fill 80 Sissy Bar bag. This thing is literally a cave inside of there. It gets its name because you can allegedly fit 80 beer cans in there. I've never tried it. I'm not really much of a drinker, but I mean, literally my whole arm goes in here. One thing that I've learned from my years of traveling on a motorcycle is that most likely you're gonna probably get wet. So for God's sakes, bring some rain gear and bring a change of clothes. So I have my Icon rain gear up here. It's rolled up, ready to get packed away. That thing has been with me literally ever since I've been riding a motorcycle. One of the very first things I did was I bought a regular set of gear and I bought a rain jacket, and it's been absolutely worth its weight in gold. So that being said, what I've also learned, especially on my last trip, is bring a total change of clothes. Be able to totally change every single piece of clothing that you're wearing, all the way down to your socks and undies, because I rode about, I think, 400 miles through rain. I rode from Cleveland all the way to Raleigh, North Carolina one day, and literally at the West Virginia-Ohio line, I started just going through like a typhoon, and it was literally like 400 miles, I think. Like, I think it was 400, maybe even more miles of just pissing rain. And I was soaked to the bone cold, and I know it wouldn't have made a huge difference to totally change. I would have totally changed if I could have. So anyway, so that's what we have down here. I'm only leaving for about 2 days, but in those 2 days I have extra clothes. I'm gonna have the clothes that I have on my back that is gonna be probably on me for most of the day. I have a total new pair of pants, even though we're going to the beach. That's, like I said, for totally changing every single scrap of clothes that you can in case you get rained on, because as far as my luck goes, I get rained on. Shorts, extra shirts, extra undies, extra socks. Like, seriously, think about packing the way your mom used to tell you how to pack. Pack extra clothes. You might need them. And if you do need them, you're going to be so grateful that you have them. And if you don't need them, then, you know, whatever. Coming down here to more of the tools section, tire patch kit. So I got the rubber cement, still good. I got one of the little spike style ones and the little plug styles. Those literally work amazing. I had one bike that literally had, I think, 8 plugs. I think we had 8 plugs in the tire at one point. They worked amazing. I don't know why I was just picking up every single day on the road that year, but I had 8 plugs in this freaking tire, and those held up probably almost as good as the original tire, as long as you're not going on track days with it. Moving forward here, I always bring a handgun with me because I'm allowed to carry everywhere in the country. And this is my Glock 19. Pretty cool little PLR1 HL light. If you're gonna shoot something, make sure that you can see it. I always carry it with a Glock 17 mag, so I have 17 rounds plus 1 when I load it. This is an unloaded handgun. The holster I carry it in is a Safari Lane holster. It's got level 3 retention. If you go down on a bike, this thing's not coming off your hip unless the plastic totally gets ripped apart. Honestly, probably very unlikely, considering that motor officers actually ride with something like that. 3 spare mags and this. So this is my Fuel Pack 3 tuner. If anything happens with my bike, I'm going to be able to, hopefully be able to self-diagnose. I just tuned it, so I'm going to bring this just in case something bad happened with the tune. Yeah. And then the rest of this is mainly GoPro stuff. So, B-cam. I didn't have a B-cam my last ride, and I really regretted it. Batteries. More charging. This is all SD cards. I have it in a little tin because I like to keep them extra safe because they're expensive. The housing. An extra way to record audio. And a way to charge batteries. So I can plug this directly into that, or I can plug this directly into my USB trickle charger that I have directly affixed to my bike, a spare USB to USB-C, because you never know when you're going to need one of those. As you can see, redundancy is really key. You want more than one way to charge everything. So I have that external battery is charged up, and it's enough to charge my phone in case I get super lost. It also is secondary to what's on my bike. I have a USB trickle charger that's I guess it's a battery tender charger. You literally plug it right into where your battery tender would go, and then you plug a USB, regular USB, right into it. Charge your phone, charge batteries for your GoPros if you need them. It's been great. It's been a godsend. It's been amazing. I would like to get it hardwired in, but I'm not there quite yet. My next service, I'm probably going to ask them to do something hardwire and maybe do a cigarette lighter style up on the bar somewhere. That's really where I want to go with this bike. And the little Cora dog has made a reappearance, and she's just going to walk through all of my stuff, but she's basically like a fat cat, and she's able to do that without knocking much crap over. So I'm okay with that. The last thing is this little piece of whatever. This is a rain sock for my high flow intake. I was about to not have this, but I stopped by the Harley dealership the other day, and they had one for like 20 bucks, like 25 bucks. Totally worth it. I'm actually going to put this on my bike before we go, and I'm going to show you how I set up everything from here. I'm going to put my sissy bar on, put my bag on, and just pack up. And in case you're wondering what's on my TV, this is Chewy from Chew Jitsu, and he literally just answered a question that I asked him on Instagram, which is really cool because I have so much respect for this guy, and he answered one of my questions, and I'm featured on his channel.
What's up, guys? So today we got a question from Paramoto on Instagram, and he asks...
That's me. Anyway, let's get packed up. Alright guys, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put the race sock on here. I'm just going to permanently install it for the time being. This stuff is literally my lifeblood. I asked the dude at Harley what he recommends. If he recommended just throwing it on over it, or actually like taking things apart and putting it on. And he's like, bro, I've lost 2 of them already. Just take the front part off and put it on around it. Save yourself a headache. So that's what we're gonna do. And this is actually probably the easiest mod that I've done to this bike. Is put this freaking air cleaner on. It was actually super intuitive. It was actually a pretty fun little project. It took me maybe an hour taking my time out here on a hot summer night, just having fun wrenching. There we go. We're all installed, ready for any sort of rain. It's like it's a weird texture though. I don't know. It's really weird. It's almost like freaking nylon, but not. I don't know. I've almost been caught in the rain multiple times since I got that, and not having it with me has been a big thing. So next thing we need to do is install the sissy bar. So this is a pretty simple install. It's literally Torx bits here, here, and here. Same on the other side, 1/2 inch. Really simple install. One thing you got to keep in mind when you're loosening these is that they do keep your lights in, and there are wires. So make sure that you rest it down somewhere that it's not going to get damaged. Just make sure that when you do this, that you realize that these are held in by basically a wire. So when you take these bolts out, your stuff's just going to be dangling, and it's painted, and there's wires. So just be careful. Here's a pro tip from an idiot, because I'm kind of an idiot. When I put this on, I didn't realize that this fender moves a lot now. Either way, you get a lot of room here and a lot of room here. Sometimes it's best to literally have help when you do this, so you don't cause these giant scratches that I have now. What I'm probably going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put some more painter's tape on my stuff, because I don't have anybody here to help me out with this right now. And we're going to do this without causing any further damage to my fender. Okay, so got this all the way on without damaging my fender anymore. Time to put the bag on. Alright guys, so this is the X-Filady all done up, ready for a road trip. It's not the prettiest because this bag is not very full at all, but this Sissy bar is super sturdy. The bag is on there good, no questions. This is super easy. I had to switch out batteries and it's just bam, open, batteries right there. In case you were wondering, you undo this zipper right here and you pull out the basically the rain cover, and you just throw it over and you cinch it down. But yeah, that's the bike in what I'd call touring form, for me at least. A 400-mile trip. Significantly less stuff in it than I did last time, but that's just because I'm going for one day. Last time I brought my computer and my whole YouTube and setup. Took a little bit longer this time than it probably should have. That tape did not make things easier. Those screws only have, those bolts only have a certain amount of travel in them, and then they kind of just start spinning in there, so it's kind of a pain. But I mean, I didn't damage anything and it's rock solid. So that's how I pack for a motorcycle trip, guys. If you guys like this video, you guys want to see more, you want to follow along, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button down below. Anyway guys, deuces.